How's it going? This is called elements. 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 How's it going? Okay. So I'm gonna I don't know, what's a level with a cool graphics? Like here. Okay. We've got cool graphics. Actually, no, we just want, I mean, something cloudy would be good. Do we have, that doesn't look like much. Go here. Get one of these. Get one of these, yeah. Get that. And we'll get that. And we'll get a smoke. Let's get a smoke. Is that a smoke? Are these sphere smokes? I don't really know. I don't really know how the sphere smokes work. I see it just, you can't really see it when it's, okay. Okay. So we're going to do this. We're going to do this. We're going to do this. And we're going to go doot, doot, doot. We're going to go group ID, smoke and fire test. And we're going to go is existence group exists by default. And we're going to set this to unexist that. So first of all, in principle, those maybe should not be visible, although it depends on how exactly the code is. Yes, all right. But if I start a new game, and I go to the overworld, actually don't. Hey, it's there. Okay. I think we want the camera out slightly more on the fast travel, but fine. Okay, I'm going to take a screenshot here. Dude, fix the bug! Edit. Update. Actually, this crashes on NVIDIA as well. It is a big problem. Control All right. Well, and we have random USB devices unplugging that I don't know what they are. All right, we're going to go into high security mode while I send an email to people about this. So I'm sorry for people who have just tuned in. All right. Turns out this was easy. On one of the groups in the fast travel area, set unexist this ID to the ID of either a single entity or a group. I have added a test group with some particle systems in it. If you start a new campaign, go south to Skipping Stones, go into that fast travel teleporter, then go south, you'll see this. Then, whoops. Then go south, you'll see this. Why the fuck am I able to... Oh, I'm cheating, aren't I? Yeah. Okay. Those particle systems are set on... are set up in this group. Okay, we're going to open the editor. Sorry you can't see any of this. It's just how it is. It's very exciting. I'm trying not to dox the people who I'm emailing. You make a group like this. You set is exists group and exists by default. As you see above, then set the unexist this ID on the fast travel group that on the fast travel group representing the terrain that appears. When that terrain appears, this group will disappear, right? So okay. Then well, maybe that's all you need to say. To test this, go 2 more screens south in the overworld to the next fast travel. It's really 2 screens, I guess. That's right. Why do we have it? Oh, I see. Seems wrong, though. That's funny. This approach should also work for water edges. We're discussing before. It might be labor intensive, though. Oh, whatever. All right. So I'm going to send that email. I'm going to check in. Let's close. Let's come out of high security mode. Set up fast travel. Well, that was all I wanted to do for this stream. Screenshots even more bugged. You just had upside down screenshots. Yeah, someone on the team decided to unflip some render targets internally, and it fucked up a lot of things. Because I don't know why that's so hard. So there's still bugs. Hopefully they will get fixed tomorrow. All right. So that was all I wanted to do now. So what that means, as far as I know, that is all the code. Oh, the other playtester is playing behind me. He is trying to win a level that Matthew already played. The ones with the big square pool, and the bard is getting skipped across. You know, the warrior skips the bard across the pool, and the bard has to like move at the right time. You know how it goes. I don't know. We'll keep the stream going a little bit, but yeah, the nap was helpful, but I just need to take a day off. I was going to do that a couple days ago, and then I only took a few hours off, which was nice. But yeah, I could take a whole day tomorrow. You don't know if you cheesed 8 mirrors? Yeah, I haven't seen that video yet. So I don't know. There was definite void stranger to relax, bite me. Um, there definitely was a point to 8 mirrors. Um, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe you exploited it. I haven't seen it yet. It's I don't know why that level has so many mirrors. I think we should work on it. Uh, what kind of method is used to render the volumetrics? I don't know. That one cloud thing that I did was that was more like a fake thing. But there are real volumetrics that we raycast through as well. Whoa. It seemed like the part with the beam was basically irrelevant. Okay, maybe it's broken then. There's a reason the beam is there. Obviously, don't want to say much because spoilers. Yeah. I mean, you don't need to spoil me. But yeah, if you didn't understand why the beam was there, then either the level is mechanically broken or you did use the beam but like didn't notice what it did. In which case that's also a problem, right? Compilerino. We could do some Compilerino, but maybe not. I think he gave up on that level, or he just solved it. Compilerino. What if the beam is a red herring? Um, well, then it's probably not a good level also, but the beam is not a red herring. I know the level we're talking about. So, yeah. Let's pull do you remember what it's called? We could pull it up. I remember where it is. Okay. I'm a cheating cheater. Did I go too far? Did I? Now you've gone too far. What? Okay, here we go. Here we go. No, that's not it. Wait, was it this one? Yeah. Okay, that seems backwards, first of all. Like, this level is way harder. Um, how? Okay. I don't understand. I don't understand how you could solve this level and think the beam's irrelevant. You're also stuck on the other level. Okay. Shadows looks very good. Is that regular PCF? You know, I don't remember. We're doing something for soft shadows. Um, on top of your standard shadow mapping. But I don't know. Sometimes, so we can dial the shadow softness per level, right? So there's like a filter kernel that helps generate that. Um, this this doesn't seem like actually that hard of a level because you know this is the only possible place to put this mirror, and that mirror can't move, right? So there's only like two mirrors in the level, really. I mean, I understand it seems intimidating, but um I mean, maybe we just need to lock this part off even more so that people don't freak out. Oh, hey, we could work on this bug. Although, whoops. Wait, what? Oh, was that in the other level? Was this spamming us? Or was that just... Maybe that was just from... Also, this isn't a recompiled binary. So actually, let's rebuild. Is the game actually going to be called Sokoban when released? It's going to be called Void Stranger must be a great game because everybody keeps asking me to play it. You pushed a dull mirror into the cell left of the bottom shiny mirror. Oh my god. That's not how you're supposed to do that level. Okay, it is definitely broken. Wait. How? Left of the bottom shiny mirror. What? Let's see. We might.
All right. So these are some good ideas.
Let's snoop on the Primogen stream because they're doing a design session, I think.
Yeah. Anything counts. Is that big deal?
Yeah. Is there
I would assume that your phone can send 5G.
Yeah, there's a 5G tower. That's the whole problem. It goes from the tower to your phone.
See what they
and like
talk
burns all
about
the
here.
birds in the way or something.
sets the birds on fire?
Yeah, it should light all the bats. Oh my gosh! Hold on. If bats are within range of the 5G tower, you do twice the damage on them. Yeah. I think you do light on fire.
You could do all things that fly.
Yeah. Is there a magical way to? Is there a magical sort of euphemism for 5G tower, where it's like
Yeah.
Sort of like the Enchanted Network.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
Okay, it doesn't seem like an organized design session yet, but I was led to believe that they might do one. All right. So So you're telling me you go here and then you pushed a dull mirror. Never a dull mirror would be the name of this game. And you somehow how would I dedupe guys anyway? How would I dedupe guys and have them land outside? I mean, that doesn't actually work, right? No. What you talking about, Willis? Oh, wait, I can dedupe guys right here. You don't even need a dull mirror. Really. Right? Oh, because of that. Okay, so that's why you're saying put a dull mirror there. Right? So if I do this, we block. Yeah, and then you just keep doing that. Okay. That is not the point of this level. That is not the point of this level at all. Not at all. All right, we're going to need to rip this one up and redo it. Or we just kill it, but it's supposed to be one of those neat levels, right? But if there's so many objects in it, it's hard for it to be one of those neat levels, right? All right. I'm going to, on the spreadsheet that you cannot see because it's on my laptop, I'm going to give this level a ticket. Purple Clam V3. Purple Clam V3. Exploits. You can repeatedly dedupe the guy by blocking one of the magic mirrors with a dull mirror. No need to use the purple beam. Matthew does this in playtest video. I think even though this level has a nice part, we have to rip it up and be very serious about the separation between the initial cloning and the rest of the level. It should be obvious that the beam can never go to the magic mirrors. I mean, unless... I don't think you need to use that. Probably this should just be a 3D level to remove all question of interaction between sets of mirrors. That's my vote. My vote is to make this a 3D level. The other one also has you stopped. It has much fewer objects. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, what I would say is the other level probably helps you out here. Could also consider, I will redact the next phrase that I'm about to type as it's a spoiler. We could also consider however, if we make this a 3D level, the level after it, which is Currently, the big star on that screen no longer has an introduction and will become even harder. Okay, so that is an issue. Could it be that because you exploited that, you don't really know what I would need to? Yes. Yes. Yeah, we'll see. It's the problem with having principles, right? If we didn't have principles, we could just make that level 3D right there. Just like every indie game. Except Steven Sausage
Just
Roll.
don't say creation.
Dude, are they
Just
actually
do
back to
everything.
vibing?
Okay, you gotta go with evolution.
Because
Our AI is not ready for that.
Yes.
What am I?
they don't seem to be doing a lot of
How you
vibe
wanna create
coding
a
anymore.
5G tower?
Oh, it's this easy?
It's
This
as easy as speaking it out loud.
I'm just saying the name of it.
Well, no, you're gonna want to describe it.
Say it. Say it. Say it to
any
your
way
heart's
you want.
content.
Like, what?
Okay. All right.
Yeah, no.
Now remember, you also maybe need to coach the AI a little bit, and like motivate it. In some
I'm telling
unique
this
way.
thing to make the card.
Right.
You're telling the thing to make the card.
I mean,
And
you
you
can
gotta tell it what the card is.
give it some tough love. I
Yeah.
mean,
All right.
how
how
specific
yeah.
I
you
want to
think
be.
it's gonna get it done, man?
Yeah. Don't be
Okay.
afraid. Don't be afraid.
Let me
Don't
give
be
it a
afraid.
shot.
Okay, here we
then.
go. Here we go. When you see recording right
Okay.
here, or I think I said future started.
It's gonna say
All right.
future
because it's the
start.
future.
Yeah. All right, we're in the future.
Okay, first of all, your name is Leonard. You're at Hogwarts. You're a wizard. Now, I need you to create me a card that is called the 5G Tower. We'll rename it later. And it turns enemies in its area of effect into rainbow frogs that hump each other.
Don't forget evolution of Air Tower.
Evolution of
Air Tower.
Air Tower.
It's not real. Send tweet.
Is that all you got? Okay, we're sending the
Yeah.
tweet. There we go. We're sending it. Let's go. First off.
Is there more I could have done?
Yeah,
I think that's pretty good. No, I think that
It's a great
covered it.
start.
It's
a great start.
I think
We're
that's
on
pretty
max
much
mode. Oh,
it.
we're not
yeah.
on max mode. We did not go max mode.
We
on
didn't go
that
max
ass.
mode.
Like the
That's
voice to
fine.
text was not
What is
even that
Post
good.
Supernova 1 million?
Grok, apparently.
Oh, this is their secret sauce.
Yeah, this is their
Apparently,
secret sauce.
All right.
There we go. Okay, we got already created a card. Easy.
Okay.
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 Five.
Apparently, we're gonna create it as a unique tower. Okay. Master. I am Leonard. Your faithful orphan wizard in training. It really carried over orphan, even though we deleted that. I really loved it.
That's very
Oh, what happened?
suspicious. That's very suspicious.
It was not happy about having to redo its entire personality on account of you guys.
I've listened carefully to your magic instructions. I've created the 5G tower card as you requested, evolving it from the air tower concept like the windmill. This tower will transform enemies in its areas of effect into rainbow frogs that, well, hump each other.
Did it say
As-
well?
Yeah,
Yeah.
well.
Don't
Well,
question it. Yeah, I don't want to.
Dude, it's a kid.
I'm not asking for notes. There's no way it's a kid.
It's at Hogwarts. Hogwarts is
it
a
could
school
be-
for kids.
Yeah, they're teenagers. Robert
It could have
Pattinson.
It could have been a remedial
Did
student.
you just
Yeah.
give me no? It's a teenager.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's crazy.
Vibes. Okay. Here we go. We got a little tower.
Uh-oh.
Let's see. Okay, this is good. It'll turn itself while transforming. Let's see. Transformation launch that turns enemies into rainbow frogs for short durations of time. The card will let you deploy this tower. This tower works by clicking. Let's see. This tower works by checking for enemies in the range. Okay, yeah.
All right.
The frogs and disappear. Poof. After 5 seconds. Oh wow! It just kills them. That's a
Well,
crazy.
let's find
tower.
out. Yeah, let's jump.
Alright.
Let's jump into that code.
First, jump in the code.
Let's see what it did.
We're just try it out.
All right.
Yeah, come on.
Add
All right,
Do you
keep
guys?
on.
Does
Keep
it
on.
create the art for it?
No. The
Okay.
art is made by
we're
our
prompting
Pixel
this
King.
guy.
Yeah, we're prompting the actual.
Yeah.
He's creating some frogs and the 5G tower over there.
Well, you can if we're committing. If we're
Apparently.
committing, is
Apparently.
that the one? Yeah.
That's true.
Hey, tell them what you want the tower and the frogs to look like.
Let's check it out. Let's see how it looks.
Not into there, to the real person.
Oh,
Just tell me who I am and what my skills are.
You are Blenard.
Here you go, Leonard.
I am
I've only got the one in me.
There we go. We got the tower.
Let's see if
Look
it
at
works.
Transforms enemies into rainbow frogs that hump each
All
other.
right, let's try
Now
it out.
I could take it or leave it with the humping thing.
Well, I mean,
Like,
that
how
was
is it
your
even-
suggestion.
Yeah. I
You were
wanna see
really
it.
into the humping
I
thing.
felt like riffing.
I know.
They don't have to hump each other.
Let's see it go.
That's a little,
That's
Alright.
a little tough also.
Okay, so that did not work out. When we
Alright.
placed it, it just
That was
well,
close,
no, we
though.
gotta fix it.
Maybe they just kiss.
Yeah, so vibe coding. Vibe coding. Vibe coding. Let me see if we're getting these error messages like we were getting on the other. I sure do have a lot of guys. It is kind of bad that you can just also repeatedly clone. It is also pretty misleading, distracting that you can keep generating clones after the initial clone session. And in fact, this is quite easy. Maybe these both should just be 3D levels. Or, yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man. Follow-up level is more of a, this is just straight up impossible as far as I can tell. Well, that's what I learned in game design is to make a good puzzle game. You make puzzles that are completely impossible to solve because that way nobody can then use a strategy guide to cheat at the game. I mean, think about it. That's logic. Why do you keep asking me about Steam? Do you think I'm a communist? Do you think I'm going to go vote for Mamdani? What kind of question is that? Is Steam forcing me to put my game on Steam? You quit Void Stranger because it asked you to? Was that one of those like stay hydrated, don't play the game too long situations? I think I remember that. I did play the game past that point. However, it was no longer possible to take the game seriously. Like imagine you're reading a book and every 20 pages it's like, "Oh, you've been reading this book a long time. Please take a break. Stay hydrated." I mean, Gumroad and other platforms take less than 12%. Okay, then go ahead and start a PC game download service and take less than 12%, right? Any compiler streams planned? You know, I don't plan them out very carefully. I just sort of do what I want to do on a particular day. So I don't have a schedule at all. Yesterday, I'm losing my voice. Yesterday, I did not expect that I would be doing this fast travel stuff that we just did. So it's just how I do it. I wing it. Are you one of these people who believes that all companies are exploitative because the product is sold for more than the employee's wages? I feel like I'm talking to one of those people. I mean, would I like a bigger cut of the revenue from Steam? Sure, that would be great. Hey, Gabe, if you want to give me more money from Steam, please do. Thank you. You're a braid speedrunner who is trying to find a way to glitch through a key door to save time. You said something along the lines of the only feasible way to get through is to build up enough speed. Yeah. Well, it depends. I mean, I could imagine that. I mean, games are complicated. If you're going to go straight through the door, then it's probably not possible to build up enough speed. Maybe it is, but maybe not. But, you know, if you can sort of go, if you can get bumped by a collider into the door and then shot out the other side. Yeah, I don't know. How much money is enough? 11 million. Super excited for the game and want to enjoy it slowly for weeks. Well, let me tell you, if you're going to finish this game in weeks, you better play it really fast and be really good at puzzles. If you're going to finish the game in mere weeks. All right? If you're going to be completionist, the game probably takes at least 6 full-time weeks to play. Like as if it was your job, 40 hours a week. You don't have to be completionist though. There's earlier endings. That must be so many puzzles. It is. It's so many that sometimes they're broken and you can declone yourself by pushing a mirror in front of the other mirror. Does this game have achievements? Some platforms require achievements. There is achievement code in the game. We have not deployed it on any platform yet. How long would it take you to finish the game if your IQ is firmly on the left side of the bell curve? Well, the only point that is firmly on the left side of the bell curve is 0. I should hope you don't have an IQ of 0, because that's sort of where the curve stops. That's the only point on the whole curve that is stationary. Doesn't the Benny test play the whole game that takes less than 1 week? Okay, checkmate, atheists. For the level editor, do you use CSG? No, it's a grid-based game, so it's just very easy to snap things to grid squares. It puts the dragon in the hole. Achievements are knowing the way the vast majority of games use them. Yeah, I agree. Like you should not get an achievement for walking 1 square at the start of the game, for example. But also, I don't know. I think achievements in this game will be for relatively predictable things that I don't want to totally spoil. Let me look in the achievements file, how many we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 16. We have 28 achievements. But they're all for major things. Achievement unlocked. Boom goes the dynamite. Yeah. Yeah, I don't understand that whole thing. I mean, I really don't like achievements interrupting me in game anyway. But if you're gonna do them, yeah, why do you have cheesy, dumb jokes as the names? Just like describe the achievement. What is the benefit of achievements? The benefit of achievements is you can release your game on platforms that require achievements. Achievements. If I had kids, would I let them follow in my footsteps? What do you mean, as opposed to, should I lock them in a box and not let them do things? Let's check back in on Primage and stream. Otherwise, maybe we'll play cards. I feel like I'm done working tonight.
Yeah, hop back and forth for 3 seconds.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for doing all these short streams where I don't work
Yeah, I
much,
think
but
that's- and then it
it's late at
bump
night,
only lasts 3 seconds, and then they're back to
and I've gotten a
90s.
ton done lately.
And it makes them 50% more resistant to any future hits from the arrows, so that they don't just get stun locked.
Here's what we'll do.
Let's see how
That's
that
a good
looks.
balance.
We'll play some cards, and then we'll go back to the game and we'll work on that mirror maze thing we were looking at yesterday with no pressure. If we don't design a good thing there, it's fine. If we do, then it was one extra thing that we got done tonight, right? But first, we've almost won all the games of cards, right? So if we just play one or two more, then I'm sure that we'll get the achievement for it. This is kind of a sucky deal. What do I see? I see King, Queen, Jack, right, with green 8 in the way and nowhere for that to go. 5, 4, 3, 2. That's kind of okay. So we sort of have this weakness through green 2 to 5 and red 2, 3, 4, 5. But you got to get through here, and this is annoying because the 4 wants to go on the 5, or I guess just pop. 10 goes on the Jack, so we got to do the 20. Okay, 20 goes on the 19. Let's just do some stuff, right? 10 goes on the jack. All right, so the problem is, okay, the problem is we want to put the 8 on the 9, but we want to put the 10, 11 on the 9. Okay, if I do this, I at least can do this, right? But now we're retrograde here, and so we need the 12. And that kind of sucks. So maybe I threw right there. I don't know. We could get the 3 and the 4, 5. But that gives us gold 9, which is not going to help us, or green 9, which is not going to help us get our slot pack. But we could turn it into a 1-bagger, right? So we need 7 or 12. And they're both incognitos. Literally every move that everyone said, I did the opposite. Jack on 10, I put 10 on jack. Well, oh yeah, wait, I have 8 exposed. What? Yeah, that's just, thank you for pointing that out. Because I was sitting there going, duh, there's nothing I can do. Of course there's things I can do. Of course. All right. So now that we have done that, we got our break-in. Now, what do we aim for? I mean, there's 0, 3, 4, 7, 6 goes on the 9, 8, right? 1. So I feel like trying to get the 0, but the king is sort of in the wrong. Again, we need this 10 to do that. I think we just need to sort of do a little bit of anything right now to get things lined up better. All right, let's swap Rooney this onto the 12. See, you do a bunch of little moves like that and things work. Okay, 10 goes there, 10 goes there. And then 15 could swap with 6 Arcana. But 6 Arcana still eats our slot. Unless we had 7, which we don't, or we had 5, which we don't. Okay, well, here's something. We put 1920 in the pit. 4 goes here. 8 goes here. 6 and 7 green both pop off. And then green doesn't. So, or 3 doesn't. 3 eats our slot. But like, Is that really that bad? Is 3 that bad of a car? Oh no, we put the 3 on the 4. Yeah, I saw that right before I looked in chat, and chat also said that. Okay, there we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. Let's do this. Now I think we're kind of home free, kind of, sort of. What goes? Red 6. It's not that convenient. 10 goes. Gold, green 10 goes down there, and then 15. Meh. Let's do this. That's an easy, tiny one. Eight. Oh, yeah, we get this. Duh. All right, easy. 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 So I randomly, maybe because the YouTube algorithm boosted it, I randomly saw some food show that John Cena was on like a year ago. I guess because he's in this new season of this thing. And he's a pretty entertaining person, like for a pro wrestler. So I might have to go watch this shitty show that he's in. Being entertaining is a pro wrestler's job, I guess so. How do you go from polyomino puzzles to swamp? I mean, it's complicated. It's complicated. And also non-obvious. Okay. So, we could make this more of a maze is the idea, right? And it could be that you need to get to the middle. Maybe instead of just going inward the whole time. It's like literally there. I don't know, right? And you're trying to get to there. Right? And how does one get to there? I don't know. So here, if you get to here, it's too far. Actually, I mean, we could move this over 2 more because the problem is just... almost like it was yesterday. All right, so we want to get here. And if it's going to be interesting, you know, we could walk this way. Whoops. Could walk this way, right? And now the problem is, well, we could have this go like that. Right? Except it's there. Oops. Anywho. So then we don't really need these anymore. Because you just like, the thing fell. All right. I hate it when the thing fell. So anything but this square will not be good. So, of course, we can do whatever. Now, just having 2 mirrors does not seem that interesting because what does it mean? It means you could use this mirror to hop from like here to here. I mean, maybe maybe it goes like that or something. One, two, three, four, five, six. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, well, that's not good. So like maybe it's like that, right? That's still not very interesting. Like you want some nonlinearities for it to be a maze, but there can't really be nonlinearities unless there's another mirror somehow. Right? What if we just do something fun with it? I mean, I know that's unheard of, but how's my experience with FilePilot? It's good. It's just I want him to release a new version because it's got some problems with Dropbox. It doesn't work, and so every time I want to use Dropbox, which is often, I have to not use FilePilot. And that's annoying. So the only kind of nonlinearity you could really have in this setup. Like this mirror. I mean, I get so in the old version, I had it so that you were constantly going inward, right? You could have inward and outward in a mix, but you can't have that much because we don't have that much screen real estate. Okay, one of the reasons of why we don't put a bunch of mirrors on the same screen is because you could clone. But if both mirrors only intersection points are both at empty squares, then you can't clone. So that's interesting. So like I could have a mirror if I want more dynamism, right? I could have a mirror going another way. And like, well, here we can't because of this, but if that was blank and that was blank, then this is actually okay, right? Because you can't clone. So like you could just like spam mirrors, right? And just make sure that all those points are but then this one also, right? Um, I don't know. Maybe you could make a maze out of this. It might be hard. But that seems one way. Like if you want nonlinearity and for it to be not obvious which way you could go, that seems like how you do it. I wonder what happens if I just do the minimum necessary. Like I think this is not solvable. Well, no, because you could probably. I mean, I forget where you land from here. It's. You would land here. You could go there and mirror out to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Mirror out to here. And then you would have a choice of going to here, which is no good, but you could go here, or you could go to there, which is no good because you just die. So you go to there, you mirror out to here. I don't know. It's a little maze. It's a little maze. Shoot. Oh, that's so fogged, dude. Oh, that's unfair. Wait, why? Okay. We got to turn off our margin that I added. It's a problem. Where's the margin? It says 0. So why have we not panned the camera? Did I break that? I broke it. Okay, well, I just already frickin' cloned somehow. What? Wait. No, I didn't clone. But this clones me, which... Oh, because I put that square back. That was a hole. See, I need a system to know which holes I just didn't put anything and which holes ruin the game. Okay, so this would need to go like this. And it would need to go to there. I mean, this is actually trivial. Like if I could walk left from here, I just teleport back to there, right? Well, we got to fix the floating point code before we... I changed a thing from integer to floating point, and that's not good. Oh, okay. We got to bring that in one more. And we... Oh, well, we got to avoid that, but we can get out. I mean, that's a little bit better. It's still not that interesting. So we have to avoid this square, which just means we like do that or something. What about a mirror? You move around on the thin paths and use the other mirrors to negotiate around to actually get it where you want it. Yeah, the problem with that is avoiding cloning, for sure. That said, I didn't lock these down, so you could probably maybe move this one and that one, which is bad. We got to prevent that. I mean, this isn't good yet, but I could see it becoming reasonable. I want to make sure it's solvable. Now, the other thing though is there was that question of maybe we go all vertical mirrors. I mean, I like this because it's kind of extreme. Okay, we can't do that. It's kind of extreme, right? Or I guess if both clones die, that's okay. Well, that... Okay, so I didn't consider that we're actually over a room here. That changes everything. Because then you could clone... Well, no. Yeah, we just want to avoid the Noid. So here, did I just fill that one back in for no reason? I thought we meticulously cleared. Anyway. Apparently not. Okay, this is not that much of a maze. But I could just try iterating on this. Right. That's better than the thing that was there. But yeah, the screen panning is not working. It's acting as if it's margin 1. So we need to go look at that. This could cause all kinds of havoc. Basically, after the nap that I took after the last stream, I just went and did this because I realized it wouldn't take that long. And I just fixed the fast travel area centering and all that. So that's good. And in theory, we're ready to ship a beta to the people
Bevis, to the
with
perimeter.
improved
Errol,
fast
arm the
travel.
traps.
But
Connor, man,
But
Errol, eh? Where the blast am I?
we have introduced ein Problem. Ein Problem. So here I am, rock you like a hurricane. And that, you see how it cleared the fog? That's because I went to the next screen. And yet, I didn't go to the next screen. Curious. Okay. What does it think the room margin is right now? The room margarine. 1. We're not inside the fast travel area. Okay. Okay. So this changed somehow? Get camera target position for single subroom. Did I break that? I literally did change this. So we're going x equals 146. Of course, I don't know what 146 is, so let's see if that's right. So that's 147. That's 146. So that's where I'm standing. That seems to be correct. SX 19 by 13. That's great. Okay, so I put this 0.1 here for floating point error, but because we're taking the floor, because I was doing all this in integer and now I'm not. But that's more than 1 over 19. And so it's moving me off the screen. And so what I need to do is we actually don't. We actually don't. We want different ones for different maps and different XY. So 1.0 divided by SX. So this basically means how much of one square. And honestly, we can just factor this over. Let's just make sure it works. So we're just going to add 1/10 of a square. That's innocuous. We're just going to make sure it works. And then we'll factor.
Bevis, to the perimeter. Errol, armed
Okay.
traps.
Let's go.
Errol, A, where the blast am I?
I'm glad I've been programming for a while and can figure these things out. There we go. There we go. There we go. So when we start, we go here. Boop. 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 Oh. This mirror is... So this mirror is an obvious dead end because it doesn't go anywhere. We could just add a place to land. But it's a debate because you just go here. Right? All right, let's check that in because the game is currently broken for people right now. This definitely could be a better maze. However, it's, you know, it's probably also already better than it was. Commit, fix. Oh, we got to do our no check-in and our, oh, X plus 0.1 divided by SX. Y plus 0.1 divided by SY. We used to do all this in integer, but now fast travel requires non-integer sad. So we add a little bit 1/10 of a square before casting to integer to deal with arithmetic error. I mean, honestly, though, do we want to subtract 0.1 if it's negative, right? No, because you round toward minus infinity, right? Dude, we already have a Steven Sausage Roll tribute in this game. All right, let's make sure that at least compiles. And let's make sure that at least runs. You've been awake too long. It's not even my normal bedtime, but it's about bedtime, if you know what I'm saying. It's been one of those days. It was a lazy Sunday. I didn't go dancing at all. Normally on Sunday, I go dancing 2 times. Boop. Ah. I want to fix this. Let's put that on the to-do. Mirrors don't beam when on a character who is in a player blocking fall. That'll be a good thing for once you get into these complicated levels. I mean, it could maybe start in a very dim way. All right, so it's still solvable. Great. We're not going to do this tonight. We're done tonight. Ah. Did I not save this? I didn't save it, guys. We didn't even... Or did we test it, but not with the comment? I don't know. We got to test it again. You got to save the file. How many cups of tea? I had 2 cups at a coffee shop. Maybe that's it. And maybe that's it. Today went by real fast. I'll tell you what. Okay, it's working. So the other problem here is there might be a way to push mirrors off here and then get back out. In fact, right now there definitely is, right? So maybe we just need to lock the mirrors down. Well, actually, I can't get back out this way, so I'm screwed. But, you know, there's maybe some way to make that happen. All right. Let's just check this in. This doesn't have entity IDs. Okay, that was an incomplete check-in message. I admit that. We'll just lock the mirrors down. You lost what you were working on. PC crashed. Well, I agree with that advice. Save your work. Especially if you live in St. Petersburg, Florida, because who the fuck knows what's going to happen there. A hurricane could just hit your PC out of nowhere. Just... All right, we made puzzle design progress on that. I don't think it's good yet, but it's better. Actually, in St. Petersburg, Florida, it's more likely that some... Dude, I've been gone from there so long, I forget the name of the fucking drug that everyone takes. The kava. There's a kava freak. Yes. A kava freak could kick your computer. Kick. I was thinking like kratom or something, but that's the other drug everybody takes. What state am I in now? I am in Colorado. There is one kava place here in town, and I've been to it a couple times and gotten tea. It's kind of like cocaine. Actually, that's not true. I did have a kava at the kava place one time because I was with a friend and I was like, let's just see what it's like. And I think I just didn't have enough to really affect me, which is sort of my story with a lot of those things. Like I do things and they don't really affect me that much. Is Colorado better than Florida? Depends for what. For beaches, no. Florida's way better. For snow, yes. Kava means coffee. Well, it's not coffee. What about for people? It depends. Also, Florida is a very big state. So you can't generalize across Florida, right? Like Miami is very different from Palm Beach. It's very different from Fort Lauderdale. It's very different from Tallahassee. It's very different from St. Petersburg. It's very different from Naples, right? Like, or like the Everglades. Like, it's just a big state with a lot going on. Does caffeine affect me not as strongly too? I don't notice any conscious effect of caffeine until I have too much. And then I just feel kind of wired like cocaine or something, right? But that's bad if I've had that much. Jacksonville not mentioned. All right, Jacksonville. I have not been to Jacksonville or Tallahassee, but I've been told about those places. I actually haven't been to Naples either. That's like where all the like, so this is weird, right? So like theoretically all the rich people live in Palm Beach, right? Like that's where Mar-a-Lago is, that's where the Breakers is, that's where all this stuff is. But like you drive through Palm Beach and it's like nothing. And downtown Palm Beach like sucks. So like I don't think people really live there. I think it's just where people own properties because it's a high-end property market for some reason. I don't know. Um but then like I think Naples is where a bunch of people with money actually live. If you know what I'm saying. Am I back and forth between Florida and Colorado? No. I was for my first few months here, but then I just moved here. Whatever happened to that guy that made the game engine and his game from scratch? That's a lot of guys, including me. So I don't know what you're asking. I don't know what you're asking. What do I think of California like San Diego? That's where I grew up. It's not that nice anymore compared to how it used to be for all the obvious reasons that people will get mad at you if you mention them. But yeah, it's kind of a dump compared to how it used to be. There are parts of California that are still kind of nice. And those parts are coastal Orange County, right? So like Laguna Beach and Newport Beach and like around there are still nice. But yeah, a lot of it kind of sucks. Last time I was really down there, I was down in San Diego in like 2019. And I was in like Old Town and stuff, and it just sucked. In 2021, I had a little retreat at an Airbnb with some people around Escondido. And that was fine, but that was like a random house far from civilization. So not a big deal. Is Colorado a freedom state? It is not a freedom state. It is more of a freedom state than California, but it is not a freedom state at all. California needs new management, true. Very true. I don't think it's going to get new management anytime soon. I don't know why. Like, they're just burning down entire cities now in California, and like everyone thinks it's fine. No, we won't allow you to rebuild for years, if ever. Probably never. Like, what are the chances that like the frickin' Pacific Palisades literally never ever gets rebuilt? Like, I think it really is non-zero. And I don't mean Sub-Zero from Mortal Kombat. So if I move this 15, I get blue 2, I put 1 on the 2, I get red 2, 3, 4. 4 on the, or 5 on the 4, I get 21, 20, 19. I get a lot of cards, but I eat my slot. 16 is here. 14, 14's not that bad because 18 and 17 get eaten, but king is not good. And we put the 5 on the 4, so we need to put those back. I kind of want to YOLO this, but that's how we lose, right? Let's see if we can do anything else first. I mean, this blue 987 kind of works, but we need to pop the 3, which we wouldn't under that plan. Is there any big city in the US that's cool to live then? What counts as big? Right? Big is subjective. Have I seen the Atrioc Gavin Newsom interview? No, I have no idea who Atrioc is. Should I do the YOLO? Let's do the YOLO. It's maybe something will happen. All right, so we can get blue 3, that's good. And then 6. And then we have a 1 bagger with red 5. Right? Let's do this. Oh no, 5 pops. It was not foreseen in prophecy. There we go. That was the move. That was the move. You keep throwing games. Yeah, when I get tired, I just throw nonstop. Cause like, well, I sort of made throwing into a fun game, right? Cause I was like, let's just I don't want to think anymore. Let's do this thing. And it'll just be a challenge to see if I can get out of this. And often I cannot, right? But it's like, it's a way of rationalizing the throw. There needs to be like heads up versus in this game. Okay, red 6 goes, so we could just take that. I'm glad that just went through my brain really fast. Like, we should check the numbers. All right, for, imagine how good you could get at this playing competitively. Right? But then people would have hacks. And they would like camp. You'd have to deal with campers. 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 Big is at least 1 million people. No, everywhere in America that's 1 million people or more sucks. It's because we're not willing to run cities, right? Everybody knows what the problem is, and we're just unwilling to deal with the problem. Everybody knows what the problem is. There's no ambiguity. Even the people who will fight you tooth and nail to stop you from solving the problem, they know very clearly what the problem is. Right? Well, there's a few problems, but they're related to each other. Huge raid. What's the problem? Well, the number one problem is drug zombies and otherwise violent and aggressive so-called homeless people. Which I don't like the word homeless because it's a propaganda word, right? And like, you want to be compassionate and help people, but we're talking about people who flaunt compassion and just will take advantage of it and continue to be an aggressive problem because that's what they've just decided to do. And you need a way to say, look, I'm sorry, we'll help you if you actually cooperate with society, and otherwise we won't, right? And people are not willing to say otherwise we won't for some reason. And maybe that worked when the drugs were less serious, but it doesn't work now. Yeah, I mean, mental asylums is probably a big part of the picture because, yeah, like we just got rid of those and just assumed it would be okay to not replace them with anything. I mean, I wasn't around at the time in the One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest time, but I fully could see the picture that they were not good places or something, but like, so just fix them. Don't get rid of them. Just like fix the problem or replace them with something else, but you can't replace them with nothing because they were serving a purpose. But that's, I mean, that's the replacing them with nothing is the very politician thing to do because you don't want to make anyone mad. So you just don't do anything except cancel the thing that everyone's upset about, right? And like that's not how you solve problems in the real world. Surprise. It's how you make problems generationally that last frickin' forever. It's the people accosting the drug users? I don't know what you mean by the people accosting the drug users. What? What? Makes you look good and the next guy look bad. Yeah, I mean, if you can during your term get rid of all these things that addressed a problem because they're unpopular right that second and replace them with nothing, it takes time for the problem you created to develop, right? And then you're out and nobody gets mad at you. Ta-da! But also, in addition, so you need to just play a little bit more hardball with the so-called homeless population and not be mean. You just need to say, look, there's conditions. You're not allowed to take over all the downtown real estate. We will help you if you comply with these conditions. And if not, you have to go somewhere else, right? So that solves part of the problem, but also you got to do something about the actual drugs. And I don't know what. It seems like a very hard problem. You know, Nancy Reagan's war on drugs did not work very well. But like I've been through, if you drive through smaller cities in less economically developed parts of the country, they're in bad shape right now, man. It's not good. Like San Francisco, you go there and you're like, "Oh man, there's a constant humanitarian crisis happening on the streets at all times." But there's also like an alive city there, sort of. It's not as alive as it once was, but there is sort of one. And so you see both sides of the coin. There's some places where there's kind of only one side of the coin. And like, what is that? And why don't why don't we deal with that? Yellow Q in the hole. Yeah, I was thinking about that. The problem is if we put yellow Q in the hole, we end up with gold 7 eating our slot. And that might be okay. I'm just not sure. I'm not sure. That might be GG's if we screw it up. You can then stack 4 to 6 on 3. Okay, but that doesn't, I mean, again, that doesn't free our slot, right? I mean, I guess you can do, let's go ahead and do it because I haven't seen anything better. I'm just saying it's a little bit asking for trouble, right? All right, so we're going to do this. And then we'll stack 4 to 6 on 3. We'll stack 8 over here. We'll stack 9, 8 on the 10. We'll put all this there. We'll put this there. Oh, and 7 on the, okay, I didn't read it that far ahead. I read it almost that far ahead. I just didn't see that part. Okay, great. Wonderful. Too bad I didn't do that faster, huh? All right. I was looking at it for a while. All right, let's do this. Swap a Rooney. And then if we pop this off again, we get 19 through 15. And then, I don't know. 8 on the 7. Oh, yeah, there we go. Boom. 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 And then, oh, we might as well do this. do this. We'll get the wheel. We'll get the wheel. What if Hot Wheels sponsors this game and then the wheel is sponsored by Hot Wheels? I'm getting hungry. 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 What if every time you were hungry, it was sponsored by Hungry Hungry Hippos? That's life in the future when you get the Meta glasses and you wear them all the time. Dragon Sweeper, hell yeah. You would legalize everything, even production, then make it illegal even in the streets. And when somebody is, forcefully put them in clinics or whatever fields. What does legalizing everything have to do with this? It sounds like you named two things that are orthogonal to each other, which doesn't mean you can't do both of them. It's just I don't see the connection, right? I met some dude at a dance retreat from like Portugal who was super into legalizing everything because I guess they did that there. But I've been to Portugal. It's not that great. So, like, I don't know. I mean, it's fine. Portugal is fine. So we're going to do this. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. We're going to do that. All right. We're going to do this. Bro, we got 2 slots already, man. Green 5 go. Well, it has gone. Do that. We'll just go ahead and do that. You guys remember Puzzle Pirates? I don't know why they let that game die. That could have been, that still could be a huge hit if they did the better version of it. I know the guy who ran that company. He lived in San Francisco. I would see him around. I once went to a steampunk ball thing and we were next to each other in line. Oh no, it was the Edwardian ball, I think. Which is a little bit steampunk for some reason. Do they still have the Edwardian ball? They probably do. Okay, so green is up to 6. Where is that? That's down there. That's not great. 3 in gold. That's not great. 20. 1. Okay. I mean, I think we're going for 1, right? Boom. See, sometimes you just gotta take inventory for a second. Okay, wait, if I put 5 there, 5 on 4, this whole thing on the 5, 4, 9 over there, 3 pops. All right, so that's good. Boom. 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 Easy clap. Should we go for this 20? It doesn't quite go. It's bad. I don't know. How are we this far through and we're just like not snapping it off? Now we can do this. That's an easy bagger. Swapperoonie. Swapperoonie. I mean, if we get this 20, we just win, right? It's just a little bit in there. You know? We're just going to keep doing the boring swapperoonies. We're taking the easy way. Easy way. All right, let's just get the 20. All right. Let's get 14, 13, 12. Okay, all the bad cards except Hermit are off the board. Hermit just hits too close to home, you know? Let's get rid of that. So we get Justice, which is either a good or bad card. No interest in Silksong. I mean, maybe I would play it at some point. It's not really my genre of game. Like, I played Hollow Knight. People like it. That's cool. It's not exactly my thing. And, you know, that's fine. Nothing wrong with it. I don't know how much is Silksong like Hollow Knight Plus. How much is it a new different thing? I have no idea. No idea. Why pretend to be a spider when you can play cards is my question. So this red jack could go with the queen jack 10 here, but the problem is to get there I need to put the 9 on the 10, which buries the queen jack 10. But then if we throw that in the hole, we could do it onto the 9. And then the 13 on the 14, and we can flip it onto the 8 maybe. There's some kind of plan here. Let's try it. 9. 4 on the 3. Queen on the king. All right. And then we're going to do this way. Boom. Queen, jack, 10, 9. 13 on the 14. 10, 9 on the 8. And there we go. And then we get our 2, 3. Easy clap. We get our 3, 4. Easy clap. We get... I guess we'll do this. Could have done it the other way. We'll get these. This is pro level play that you're witnessing here. It's the same game with a longer horned character. Okay. I mean, that's fine. It seems like it's successful. It seems like a ton of people bought it. Good for the developer. They worked on it a long time. It's just not really my kind of game. Like, I just don't, whatever that is that people like about Hollow Knight is maybe I've played too many video. There's like something about like, oh, I got to a new screen that's slightly different from the other screen. And like, I just don't care that much about that anymore. Somehow. And again, maybe that's just number of times I've played video games where I already got to a screen that's slightly different from the other screen, you know? At some point, it's been enough. But I'm glad it's been successful. $19 in the hole. Greens connect. Okay. Oh, and then 20 and 19 go. Yes, that makes sense. That makes sense. Queen Jack 10 9. What do I do? What do I do? Hollow Knight would have been a much better game if they just made the game half the physical size, you say? I mean, I don't disagree. The thing is, I played it what I feel like is pretty far, but I have no idea what percentage of the game that I played. I just remember, you know, there was like this subway, and I had some subway stations, and there was like magic powers I was on. I don't even know what was happening. We're getting cards. We're getting cards. Let's get the 3, put the 1 over there, and pop all that. And now we've basically just won. We can just do things with want and abandon. Uh-oh. Are we going to get bad numbers? No. All right. Boom. Silksong map is so massive that the rewards were spread too thin. So how do people feel about Silksong? So obviously there was a huge hype leading up to its release. And I checked on like the first day, and already people had bought a ton of copies, right? So obviously, highly anticipated game. How do people feel now that it's been out? Do they feel in general satisfied? Do they feel a little disappointed? Like, what's the vibe? What's the Scarsdale vibe? It dropped out of nowhere? Yeah, I guess so. It's interesting that it was originally going to be the DLC. Yeah, I mean, I guess it was going to be the DLC and they just made it really big and it became a new game. I mean, that's all right. Should I YOLO the 789? This is a YOLO. Like, this is one of these I'm tired and don't want to think maneuvers, right? So, let's see if that was a disastro. It delivered for the people who wanted more Hollow Knight, but for newbies it doesn't work because it starts as hard as the late game. Oh, okay. So, I mean, original Hollow Knight sold a lot of copies, but I would assume that because of the nature of internet hype, a lot of the people who played it are new. Am I going to lose if I do this? 9, 10 over there, 8 on the 9, 9 on the 10, but we can't lift the 2 to put 9, 10 on the 8. Sad. All right, let's do other stuff. 17 on 16, 16 on 17. We could trade the 5 for the 3. That doesn't seem like a bad deal. All right, 16 on 17, 9 on the 10, 3 up, 5 on the 6. But I don't know where to go from there. I think it's a bit weird that they had the patience to spend so much time in making the same game again. I mean, I have two things to say about that. I don't know the developers at all. I've emailed them a couple times or whatever. Some people just have one idea like that. You know, some people just get trapped by success. They're like, oh my God, so many people bought this thing. So therefore I have to, it is mandatory that I do the thing, right? And, you know, obviously that's not true, but a lot of people act as though it's true. I don't know if that's true in their case. But also, maybe it's the same thing that happened to me with the Sokoban game, which is just like, look, we're going to make this little game. It won't take that long. And then, you know, 5 years into it, what are you going to do? Kill the project that you worked on for 5 years? Are you going to be a man and stick it out? when From is making the same game forever and ever. I mean, I'm not a super fan of From Software, but like I played several of those games and I think they're evolving a lot between like Elden Ring is way different from Bloodborne, right? Which is way different from Dark Souls, right? Like I don't think they're making the same game. I think they're making evolutions of the same game, and I think that's fine. Dude, haven't I just won already? What is my major malfunction here? I'm probably missing 500 different things that I could just literally just do and win. Literally, at some point, you just stop seeing the cards and it's just all a blur. I don't mean the band blur. Let's just YOLO. Oh, this isn't a YOLO. This is fine. We get our slot back after this. Boom. All right, let's do this. Boom, let's do that. Let's do... Let's do this Swap-a-rooney. Swap-a-rooney. Hey, we need gold 2. What is my problem with getting gold 2? Like, why are we allowing that to be a problem? Is my question. Well, it's another win. We got to get rid of the devil, though. All right. Chariot is not the best card, probably. But it's better than the devil. Yeah, I mean, I feel like for the most part, the excitement differential between indie and AAA is mostly gone. Like, people are as excited about Silksong as they would be about Call of Duty or something. I mean, that's probably not quite like GTA is still bigger, right? I guess until they fuck it up, which they will eventually, if not this time. But you know, like it is kind of crazy that many people were hyped about that game. Who knows how much of it is legitimate hype and how much of it is like internet meme hype and whatever, but I mean that's fine. Like as a developer, you'll take it, right? I wouldn't mind some internet meme hype if I knew how to make that happen. So we got 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 arcanas here. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So we probably want to use 9 as the endpoint so we can stack on there. Green 8, 9, 10, Jack, Queen. Okay. I have a feeling we're going to YOLO very early here, though. Because it's all very scrambled. So 7 can go with 6 and 5 if red jack. Oh, red jack has red 10, and then we have 8. Oh no, but 8 wants 9 and 10. But that could go. Let's just try it. Cowabunga. We're just going to see what happens. All right. All right, so we've done some steps there. That might have been brutally bad. I don't know. Okay, so Jack over there. Put 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And then 14 someday soon. So king is way down here, but it's under a lot of 2s and a 0. These probably go on the 9. Oh no, we just do this and get our slot. Never mind. That was good. All right. Next. Oh, we could have also done that. We had 2 ways to get the Jack 10. '20-hour, 24-hour chai cam. The sales broke Steam. I mean, no, I'm not saying it wasn't. I'm not saying that the sales were illusionary. I'm saying that, like, there's such a thing as, like, oh, this is the current thing. And so people are hyped for it, like, regardless of, like, they don't even necessarily know what the game is. They just know it's the hype, right? I mean, I guess that's sort of the definition of hype, though, really, when you think about it. So that's like always what's happening. Dude, we've got hardly any cards off the board. How? How? We got to get this 21 here. It's all a blur. Tarot's on the 4. Oh, yeah, these go here. Good point. Remember when I said someday we'll get 14? That day is today. All right, and then we can do this, this, that, that. I kind of want to YOLO again. Like, the urge to constantly YOLO is real. I mean, so we can get blue 2 easily. We could put all this on the king. This blue 3. Blue 3's way down there. Four, 8, 3. Oh, we could put 7. Why didn't I see that? that makes... Let's just try. This is kind of a YOLO. Whatever. Whatever, dude. Queen, Jack, 10, 9, 8. 20 on the 19, I guess. Right. Let's do this. And then do that. We'll do this swap-a-rooney. Actually, we'll do this swap-a-rooney. Okay, so the 21 gives us a slot. Easy. 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 All right, well, we won. Okay, we got to get rid of the devil. All right. Cool. Why am I staying up playing cards? I don't know. It's good for the tired minds. We're just racking up the wins. Oh, look at this. 2, 3, 2. 15. Does 15 go somewhere? 7, 6, 5. 15 on the 16. We just have... I'm not even going to think. We just have to do that, right? And then 6, Jack, as soon as we get... So King... Queen. Well, maybe we want to go that way. 11, though, doesn't really have anywhere to go. But if we put the Jack over here, then we put the Jack on the 10, and we get blue 3, which cues us up for blue 4, which is here. Yeah, I'm just going to do this. Although, we could also get green 2, green 3 at this point. And then 6, 7. Oh, I mean, this is an interesting moral dilemma. Like BioShock, I could go this way. We could get both. I can go this way. We get green 2, 3. Okay. And then we stack 8, 7, 6 red and 6 on the 5 to get our slot back. And then we just get the 3. Why don't we do that? Why wouldn't we do that when the game makes it so easy? All right. So now, Queen, Jack, 10, that's a no-brainer. Which way do we want to go with this? This pops, this pops. 4 Arcana doesn't. Sad. If we had somewhere to put the 11, this would totally... 10 is there, 12 is there. Sad. Red 6 to 8 in the hole. Okay. 8 off. And take it from there. You mean 8 on the 7? And then 8 on... Well, 7 on 8 to pop 21, maybe? Or 8 on 7, 14. Okay, no, that works. Because we could at least put this back on the 9, right? And, well, we could stack all this together, actually. Okay. Boom. Ba-boom, ba-boom, boom. Ba-boom, ba-boom. So I could put 4 here, 0 pops, 11 on the 12, 2 pops, 4, and then 4. Yeah, no, that's the way. This is the way. Ah, that's pushing it. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. YOLO. Oh, not YOLO. All right, we won. We won again. We win again. We'll win again. Don't know where. Don't know when. I mean, I don't even know. I don't even know what's happening right now. I'm just moving cards. I'm just moving cards to locations. All right, we get the stars. Easy. You don't even know what to do with all the winning. That's true. Is this game still difficult for you sometimes? We were discussing this. The difficulty depends heavily on how tired I am, which right now I'm pretty tired. So I'm surprised I'm winning this many. Because what happens is when I'm tired, I just don't read ahead as much. And then you just end up losing, right? Okay, this is a weird one because we've got Queen, Jack, 9, 8, 5 on the 6. But the 2 and the 3, see, we want the 9 to go on the 8, but that orphans the Queen. So we want the 8 on the 7 on the 6, which means we need to move all this 9, 10, 11. All right, so we need to do this. Wait. Did I screw up? No, this is basically just got to be 9, 8, 7, 6. There's only one way for that to go. So that's sad because we want the Jack on the Queen so we can do the 9, 10, 11. So we got to put this. So we put it on the 10, but then we want the 13 on the 14 for the Queen on the Jack. See, the game insert Wrath of Khan line here. You trained yourself to wake up 5 minutes before your alarm clock rang. There was a weird time. I never trained myself to do that, but there were definitely a few years when I would just wake up 2 minutes before the alarm clock, just like spontaneously. But I don't usually set an alarm these days, and so perhaps those skills just atrophy. We're just going to go ahead and do this. I don't know. I don't know, man. We still have no cards off the board. That is what kind of situationship we are in right now. Okay, we see a thing to do though. This is sort of a YOLO because we're going to put the 9 up, the 2, 3 on the 4. All right. And then we're going to do this and get those. And then now, oh, well, we put the Queen Jack 10. Yeah, what a good YOLO. All right. If you ever want to get cards off the board, just complain that you haven't gotten any cards off the board. And it'll just happen. Yellow Queen. 5 on 6. Oh, yeah. Okay. That's good. That's good. We'll do this for the further entropy. We'll do this. We'll meet again. Don't know where. Don't know when. We almost can do this. So 17 on 16, 9 on the 8. That's good. Yeah. Okay. Great. Great. So, well, that kind of ruins what I was going to do here, though. But that is the price to be paid sometimes. We need a 1-bagger so we could put this 5 in here. It's making me annoyed. Let's swap Rooney this. Swap Rooney that. And then let's get all that. That's easy. I didn't even notice that 2019 with the 2s. Come on, man. You got to look for the... If you want to succeed in the Fortunes Foundation industry, you got to look for the 2019 with the 2s. You know? Like that's just known. We know that that's just how it is. Well, that's an easy swap route. Why did it take me so long to see that one? I don't know. I don't know. YOLO. Um, Ta-da! YOLO. I should move to Yolo County, which is in fact a real place. Except it is in the decaying state of California. But that would be the place to play this game from, is Yolo County. You only know the term Cornholio from the Duke Nukem 3D cheat codes. Cornholio is a famous cartoon character. Who likes toilet paper for some reason. He starred in 2 movies. Yes. How Europeans think they're cultured, but they don't even know who Cornholio is. Like, what? Was Beavis and Butthead before Duke Nukem 3D? Beavis and Butthead was definitely, it used to be on MTV all the time. Okay. Like in the 90s for sure. Okay, hold on. I gotta get some water. All right, we don't have water yet. It is being filtered. 10 to 13 in the hole and probably throw. Yeah, that could be a throw. But we would get 3, 4, 5. I mean, if you can get 3, 4, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6 right triangle. That's a lot. And that exposes blue 6, but that doesn't really connect with anything, right? Exposes 17. Red 3. Red 3 on red 4. 17 on 18. And then we get 2, 3. We got to do it. We probably lose. But anything that gets you this many cards, you kind of got to do. Right? So 3 on the 4, 17 on the 18. All right. So this might be a straight up. Oh no, we need to flip this onto the 14. Oh, we can because we could put the 9-8 on the 10. Oh, we win, guys. We win. We win the game. We win the game. Or on the 9. I mean, we could have done the 9, I guess. Okay, so then we can get 2, 3 if we throw again. I mean, why not just throw again, right? I don't know. We just popped so many cards. But we get a lot more if we get rid of 21. Yeah, let's do it. I mean, there was a different thing we could have done over here, but we're going to do this. Going to do that. Going to do that. Yeah. It's just so many cards. Like you just have to when it's that many. Now this might still be a throw. That's the entertaining part. But it's not. It is not because we do all these things. These kings are really annoying. They're actually not that annoying. They're actually easy. Usually I see kings and I'm like, oh, that's such a huge roadblock, but it wasn't. It wasn't. All right, well, we won again. Some days you just can't stop winning. Like, did we lose at all tonight? Do we have to keep playing till we lose? All right, now the water is filtered. I shall go get some. I'll take a look at the cards and then go get some. What do we see? We see gold, queen, jack. We see 2, 3, 4, 5 gold. We see 0, 1, right? With 14 on the 13, which means jack somewhere that it has jack on the 10. Tenuous. Tenuous. Okay, back in a minute. 14 in the hole, 0, 1, 8 on 9. Oh, 8 on 9. Okay, yeah. No, you're right. You're right. That works. I see these twos here with Queen Jack 10. So really all we need to do is put this Jack somewhere. Or this 9-8. Jack seems easier on this Queen, which means 3 needs to go somewhere, which it really doesn't have somewhere. Really doesn't have somewhere. Three in the hole, Queen on the King, Jack on the Queen, 10 on the Jack, 9-8, Jack. I think it's worth doing, maybe, right? Okay. So now, do we want gold 5 or gold 10? I think we want gold 5 for the 4 here. Or maybe we want the 10 for the Queen Jack to get them off the 2. Tens on jacks? I don't know. I don't know if that's the play. I don't know. Green 6 doesn't really get us anything. Yeah, this doesn't get us anything till the 21. There's 2 cards here that are sort of roadblocks. But then gold 6 doesn't do anything for us either. All right. We're going to do this because I read ahead and I saw some other things. We could do this. We could do this. We could do this. We could do that. All right. Right. That's pretty good. Four pops, 2 pops. 20 doesn't. 2 does. 6 goes down there. So, okay. Okay. All right. Twist my arm. Oh, I didn't realize I was YOLOing. Oops. It's a little too early to YOLO. But we might survive. I thought I would have a slot left. You know how it is some days. Okay, we only have one bagger. So these kind of want to go down here, or they very much want to go down there, but it's not quite. I mean, what's life if you don't get to have some pickles once in a while? What is life? Yeah, this might be a throw. This looks rough. It's like the cards were flying off and then all of a sudden we got jammed. So we can put the 6 on the 5 here, right? But that's very likely to be game over. Yeah, this might be rip Holio. This might be our first loss. I was just having fun moving cards around. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. We're just having fun playing cards. It's all right. This looks like kind of a mess, don't it? All right, you want to see a YOLO? Like without even looking that hard, we're gonna do this. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, whoop, whoop. No. Wait, I had a plan. I thought I was gonna put this 4 on this 5. Maybe I already just threw, guys. Insta throw. I mean, I guess we'll take this. Right, so we'll go there, there, there. And then we get the 0. Or, I mean, we kind of want the jack to go on the 8. See, this red 7 doesn't do much for us, is the thing. All right. Let's do this. Let's do this. Do we want 12 Arcana? Maybe, because we get red 2. Oh, and then we could put these on the 7. Or the 7, get the 1. Okay, okay. Or we want green 8 and get 19, 18. Let's do this first of all. So we either want red 2, 7 on the 6, 5, 1. And I don't know what else. Or we want 8 on the 9, 10, 18, 19 pop, 3 on the 4. That second one sounds better. Why are you saying red 2? I think it's better the other way. Red, queen, and 10 are way too buried. I mean, oh, I didn't see those. I didn't see those. All right, so like Goes without saying, this might also be a throw. Five to six on the 4, queen on jack gives me another 1 slot. Well, I didn't do that, did I? Did I lose? I think I lost. I don't know. There's probably some way to save it, but I don't see it. I don't see it. Boop. Check how buried the cards are. Yeah, I mean, I agree that that's a rule of good play, but this is tired play. This is late night tired play. Gold 2, red 2, blue 2. $19, $18, $17, $21. Well, the 9 doesn't matter. If we get gold 2, we get 3 and 4. So that's going to do it. That's how far I'm looking ahead tonight. All right. Eight, queen. We get 2. And then, right? Eight, 9, 10 somehow. Do we want 18? That seems good. Do we want green 4? Could get 3 and gold 5 reveal. Oh, let's do this one. All right. Now, oh, I misread. It's fine though. We can flip the 5, 6. I was like, oh, I'll just put the 5 on the 6 and I'll also put the 7 on the 6. Isn't that how this game works? Not exactly. It's not exactly how the game works. The game sometimes works a little bit differently from that. Uh-oh. Did I throw? No. I was like, I'll just move them around till we have the right things. Okay, we just got to do that. Right? But now, we've got a whole slot over here. What am I even talking about, dude? All right. All right. Oh, 6, 7, go. That's easy. Easy, 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 easy. Let's just keep throwing cards all over the place till something happens. Oh, we get a whole other slot. Let's just do this then. Is that reckless? Yes. Yes, it is. But you know what? It's fine. Easy. Why is this game so easy? Why is the game so easy? Three, 4, 5, right triangle, 6, 7. But 6, 7, 8 green. 6, 7, 8, 9 green. With that. So we want the 2, but we want to stack on the 7. We don't want to stack on the 7. All right, whatever. It's, you know, let's just do it how we're going to do it. I mean, I kind of want to YOLO. So 7 in the hole, 9, 8, 7 on the 6, blue 9 on 8. Or actually, no, blue 8 on 9, pop the 3, 8, 9 on the 10, 3 in the hole, 7 on the 6 on the 5, 4, 3. But that leaves green 3 eating our slot. Oh, this can all go on the 10 here. If we could. Yeah, we could put the 10 on the 9. So the 10, 9, 8, 7, 6 goes here. And then we could trade that for the 3 on the 2. I mean, this is a lot of... Let's just see if we can do anything else before we YOLO that. Because that is a whole situation. Right? I mean, we can get gold 5, green 9, 7. I mean, I kind of just want to do it. Therefore, I shall. What did I say? 7 in the slot. Wait. 6 on the 7. 10 over here. I mean, we could just take the green 2 right now. That's our other option, right? The problem is, well, I don't know. It's tempting to just take the green 2. Doesn't seem right, though. So otherwise, we go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6 stacked on top of the 2. We put 19, 18 on the 20. Okay. 8 on the 9, pop the gold 3, 9, 8 on the 10. Blue, Jack, and King are buried. Blue, Jack, and King? Who cares about those? What? So then I can trade, do this, whoops, 2019-18. So I can trade 7 for 3, green 3. And then I just got to figure something else out, right? I mean, getting 21 doesn't seem that bad. Oh yeah, these go on the 5. I think I saw that in Prophecy and didn't remember to do it now. So if we can get this 10-9-8 somewhere, then Jack can go on there. But 10-9-8 really doesn't. Where's blue 7? Red king goes on queen. Let's see. Queen on jack. 3 up. This in a hold. 6 on 5. King on queen jack. Okay. And then 1. But we kind of want to put this on the 8, but we can't because of the 1. Did we lose again? I keep saying that. Like, most of the time I say that, there's probably a way out. But sometimes there isn't. Yeah, the problem with this 3 is there's only one column in which it can go. It's very sad. YOLO. Okay, what was this plan? Queen on the jack. I'm just going to do this because that doesn't look good. Yeah, this sticks us with the 1, and then we're dead there. There probably was a way to solve that. Look at all these king, queen, jack setups, dude. I mean, I want to YOLO the 13, but that's how we've been losing. But like realistically, 4 pops, 10 goes down there. 7, eh. But then 2 and 0. Like, it's so good. It's so good. YOLO. This is what kind of night it is, guys. So the question is, did we lose right there? Did we lose right there? It might have. That was way too early to YOLO, I admit. But life finds a way. Jack, green, Jack, king on the 10. That's what's there. Yeah, we can do this. We can do 5, 4, 3 on a stack. And that lets, oh, that wins for us, guys. Easy clap. What an easy game. Why doesn't he turn up the difficulty on this game, dude? It just doesn't make any sense. Five goes, 3 goes. 3, 4, 5 on the 2, 17. I mean, it's another YOLO. How many YOLOs do we want to stack? Where's 6? 6 is over there. 4, where's 4? 4's there. I don't love it. Timeout banning coming? From what? Blue Jack in the hole. 7 on 8. Flip the yellows. Oh yeah. No. That's a valid move that isn't even a desperate tired YOLO. How dare you? I mean, I want to pick up the 2, but we might as well do some of this. So 17. Let's do 17. All right. Oh, good point. Good point. Okay. Swap Rooney. Easy clap. I mean, there you have it, everybody. There you have it. All right, you know what? I wasn't going to play anymore, but then I realized we could have been making a build for the people this whole time. So we're going to make a build while we keep cranking. Gonna make a build for the people. 2, 3, 4 gold, all right there. We just need this 6 to go somewhere. Five, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 on the 2, queen. It's like we almost get the slot back, except the queen. But we also have like blue 10, 9, 8, 7, 4, 3 here. But the 4, 3 is fighting this 10, 9. Eight, 9, 10, 11 Arcana. So we do this. We probably do. I mean, we could do 9, 10 Jack. Or we could do 5 on the 4, give us blue 3. So 5 on the 4, 3 in the hole, 9 up, 9, 8, 7 here. 3 on the 4, and the problem is red 9. Because the 3's on the 4, red 9 cannot go on the 10. You could swap it for green 6. Oh, but green 6 can go on 7, right? Right? Okay, what did we say? 5, 3 in the hole, there. 9 up, 9, 8, 7, 3, 4, 6, 7, 9, 8. How do you like them apples? Okay, so we could put the jack there, the 9, 8, 7 on the 10. And then we get this 8, 9, 10, 11 hooked up. Doesn't seem too bad. Or we could do something with gold 5. But that seems really hard right now. All right, so we're going to do this. We're going to do that. Do we want 19 or 16 arcanas? 19 seems very isolated. 16 has 17 and 15 right here. So we're going to do that. Okay. We can get blue 2, 3, 4. Let's just take... Oh, now we're good. Now we're good. That must be done, right? Yeah, okay. Blue 5, gold 5. Blue 5. Gold 5. Oh, gold 5, gold 6. Okay. Okay, no, that works. All right, we do that, we do that. Okay, gold 7, blue 5. Swap Rooney. Green 9 on 10. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. Okay, so all this goes. That's easy. That's easy. Well, we might as well take these. Are we gonna run the Benny test? Benny and the test. Do 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 do. Benny, Benny, Benny in the tests. Yeah, I mean, it's such an easy game. I don't... Like, this is basically tic-tac-toe, right? Basically Tic-tac-toe. All right. Queen Jack 10. I mean, how do you not just take the green 2 right there? 6, 5, 4. 13, 12, 13, 14, 15. 6, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I mean, the important thing is to get this started. So 5 on the 6, right? And then we just need these to go on the 4. This 1 will go away if we just drill down through here, right? Benny and the test. Okay. 18 on the 17 gives us 2 and 21. And then 5 goes up. That gives us 0 and 1. 9 on the 10. 5 on the 6. And then the see, that eats our slot. But you know that I am in a YOLO mood. You know that. You know that. All right. We're going to do it. Bam. All right. 5 up. 9 on the... Well, okay. 9 on the 10, 5 on the 6. Or 10 on the 9. 6, 5 on the 4. 11, 12, 13 on the 14, 15. And then king on the queen. That, dare I say, seems better. That, dare I say, gets rid of the more difficult card to get rid of. Now, are we still dead after that? I don't know. Who can say? This sure looks really messed up. Like I just see a bunch of pixels right now. I just see a bunch of pixels. I don't see any possible moves at all. Ha 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 ha. Benny and the test. Everything here seems pathological. Manifest. Benny and the Manifest. Do do do. Do do do. Do 15, 16. 2019, 13 goes somewhere. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 96. 10, 10, 40, 1608. I mean, I'm just gonna YOLO this. It's YOLO day. I'm too tired to look at more than that. All right, so we could do 10, 11 or 11, 10. 10, 11. 5, 4, 3, 2 lines up. But that gives us king, which isn't that good. We might have lost. Might have lost already. I am quite tired, but I'm just waiting for our build to finish. Go for green 2. Green 2. Where's green 2? I don't even see green 2. There's no green 2 on the board. It's not possible. That said, blue 2, 3 would be good because that would give us our 4. But like, I don't know how to get these. Where's blue 2? There, green 2. Oh, green 2. It's right there. I don't know. Well, 7 goes on the 6, obviously. But this 6 goes on the 5. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's easy. That's easy. Um, okay, so three to 6 on 2. That's true. We were looking at that before, so now we have king, queen open, right? Ding, 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 dun, 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 dun. Copy and replace. Do 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 do. think this is another throw. Yeah, I'm not. It is surprisingly scrambled. I was just staring at numbers. All right, we're basically done. Oh, but it gave us 220 right in a row with 789. We gotta play that. 9876 5. It's impossible not to play that. I mean, Queen Jack 10-9, all that good stuff. Queen Jack 10, 10, 11, 12. Do do do. 10, 11, 12. Do 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 do. 10, 11, 12. Right, so we do this, we do that to get rid of the slice. Do that. That's great. Put this over there. This game is just non-stop action. Non-stop. Do do do. Do 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 do. 3. You watched a TED talk about sleep posture and slept with a pillow between your legs. Okay. Why is that good? And do this. I see a move. I see a move. Do do do. Do 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 do. Do do do. Do 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 do. Green 6. Red 4. 21. We could do this now, right? Because we get 3, 21, 8 there. Yeah. All right. Get all those. Yeah, we won. We won. Don't worry about it. Kinda. We kinda don't worry about it. Do that. Do that. We'll do this. Do that. Ba 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 ba. We get all the cards. See, like I said, we just had to play it. We just had to play it. And good night, everybody. We'll validate that our build runs. See, we were working hard there while we were playing cards. They killed it. Wait, they killed the category? Do they kill in it? So they did this whole thing recently where they, you know, they gave everybody a VOD limit and they're deleting VODs. Do they delete categories for old games? That's insane. Because, like, those should not cost anything. Only thing left is Zach like. That's insane. Who is CEO of Twitch right now, and why isn't he fired? All right. Thanks, everybody. We're going to raid Primogen again for probably the last time this week. Have a good night. Maybe he's playing cards. He's probably playing tower defense cards.